Probably Not a Silent Night. Hello, Malcolm here, and welcome to Quiet Time Coaching episode 444. And Christmas is almost here at the time of recording. Everybody's singing carols, including that famous one, Silent Night. It's a favourite for many. I wonder which one yours is as a favourite. But I want to talk a bit about it today because, well, let me tell you this. I'm a fan of the creativity and music of Carolyn Arends. And the material for today's episode is taken from one of her Advent reflections called Probably Not a Silent Night. And the song on the same topic I have put a link to in the show notes. I thoroughly recommend it. She says this in the lyrics: I think he cried the way that babies do. I think his mama might have cried a little too. I bet you Joseph didn't have a clue what to do. He was new at fatherhood. So I don't think it was a silent night. I kind of doubt that all was calm that night. But there were those who heard about a light. They saw the sight and they understood it was a holy night. Emphasizing there not so much that it was silent, but it was holy, and perhaps the idea of it being silent is that it enhances the holiness. I don't know if you've ever participated in one of those candlelit carol services in a church while singing Silent Night. I did that many times when my children were younger at my father's church. We might be down visiting at Christmas Eve. Beautiful atmosphere. All the children holding a little candle, singing Silent Night. At one time it set light to my daughter's hair fringe, but that's a family story we tell every Christmas. But we certainly wanted to keep our children quiet during the song Silent Night. It seemed appropriate. We didn't want to disturb the peace. Silent Night is a beautiful carol with a wonderful history, but a crying baby is probably much truer to the original Christmas story. So if you have a child crying during the carol service, perhaps that's kind of appropriate. See, Jesus was a real human baby, born to young and no doubt soon to be sleep-deprived parents. He came to a real world, rife with politics and scarcity and disease and conflict. As Arends writes in her reflection, that means there's no need to follow an idealized script this Advent. Jesus is close to us in candle-lit tranquility, no doubt, and a candle-lit contemplation, wherever it's possible, is a good thing, but rest assured that Jesus is not the slightest bit afraid of bad lighting and noisy spaces. He has a track record of coming to be with us in the nitty-gritty. Other lyrics from the song: oh, when the herald angels sang, I bet they thought it odd that such a poor and broken place should be a home for God. And did they gasp to see him shiver, cold and hungry in our skin? Did they tremble? Did they wonder how we deserved a gift like him? Oh, but just the same, the baby came. Philippians chapter 2, verses 6 to 8. Though he was in the form of God, he did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men. And being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. This speaks to us of the fact that Jesus wanted to be with us in our mess, in our noise, in the things that aren't complete and the things that aren't as we wish them to be. And perhaps that's part of the message of Advent, of Christmas. This is the Messiah who is coming. One who is with us when it's noisy, even if we'd prefer it to be quiet, who might be a crying baby instead of having a silent night. So some questions for reflection. Do you ever find yourself idealizing Christmas and then being very disappointed? And do you ever find yourself idealizing life with God? Not wanting it to be as messy as it often is. Is it time, thirdly, to open up a messy space in your life to Jesus? I hope you found these comments helpful. Leave your own thoughts where we can see them, because we can learn from each other, and we learn best when we're learning in community. If you can think of anybody that might benefit from this, please pass it on. And I pray that you will enjoy, if not a silent night, certainly a holy one. Take care, and God bless.